subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for latest updates.
Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand XNOR gate. In our previous class, we have clearly discussed what is meant by XOR gate. XOR gate, there we have discussed clearly about XOR gate. Now, in this class, we'll try to understand what is meant by XNOR gate. XNOR gate is also called as not an XOR gate, which means adding a negation to the XOR gate is going to produce the output for the XOR gate. Just negating the concept of XOR gate is going to produce the output for XNOR gate. XNOR gate is a two input and one output gate. It is same as that of XOR gate. It has two inputs and it is going to produce one output. And whose output is 1 only when both of its two inputs are either 1 or 0. So when it is going to produce an output of 1 is whenever it's both of its inputs are either 0 or 1, then only it is going to produce an output of 1. Okay, so whereas in our previous XOR gate, what we have seen is it is going to produce an output of 1 whenever one of its input is 1. Whenever one of its input is 1, then XOR is going to produce an output of 1. But what the XOR will do is it is going to produce an output of 1 only when both of its inputs are either 1 or 0. Whenever both of its inputs are either 0 or both of its inputs are 1, then only it is going to produce an output of 1. It is just an opposite to the output of XOR. So it is going to produce an 1, here it is going to produce an output of 0, and here it is going to produce an output of 0, and here it is going to produce an output of 1. Whereas in XOR, where the outputs are going to be produced as 1, in which combinations here it is going to produce at 0, 1, 1, 0. See here, it is just an complement of XOR gate. So this XNOR, the output of this XNOR is just the complement of XOR. So it can also be represented as this XOR. The XNOR can also be represented as whole complement. Okay, so this is also the representation for XNOR. So the output of XOR will get complemented. Okay, so now we don't have the concept of 3-input XOR gates as we have discussed in XOR gates. There will not be 3-input XOR gates. Similarly, there will not be XNOR gates, 3-input or 4-input XNOR gates. The XNOR gates are only designed for two inputs and one output. How to create a 3-input XNOR gate? XNOR gate with 3 inputs can be created by using a number of XOR gates. A number of XNOR gates. How it will be done is, for example, if you consider this as an XNOR with 2 inputs, the output of this will get connected to another XNOR, and one of its input is getting connected to its output, and the other input is going to be the third input for this entire circuit. So if this is in a single circuit, and this output is going to be produced at the end, and these are the 3 inputs. This is how a 3-input XNOR gate can be created, but there is no XNOR gate with 3 or 4 inputs. More than 2 inputs there will not be provided. So we have to create more than 2 input gates, XNOR or XOR gates, by using a combination of XNOR gates. Okay, so this is how we can create a 3-input XNOR gate, and we will check how the output will get produced. So how the output will get produced is, first we have to take the XNOR of these two, and the output of it is going to be XNORed with this. So here what happens is the output is going to be 1 XNOR 0. 1 XNOR 0 is a 0. Similarly, if you take this 0 XNOR 0 is going to be a 1, 1 XNOR 1 is going to be a 1, and if you take this, it is a 0. Sorry, it is going to be a 0, it is going to be 1. Okay, so this is a 0, this is a 1, this is a 0, this is a 0, and this is 1. Okay, in the same way, 4 input XNOR gates. 4 input XNOR gate, how the output will get created, how the output will get generated. It is just take the XNOR of these two. So it is going to be a 1 XNOR 0, it is going to produce a 1, sorry, it is going to produce a 0, and 0 XNOR 0 is going to be a 0. For example, if you take this, it is going to be a 1, and for this it is going to be a, sorry, 0 XNOR 0 is going to be a 1, and if you take this, it is a 0, it is a 0, it is 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 1, and for this it is a 1, sorry, this is a 0. 1 XNOR 0 is a 0, 0 XNOR 1 is a 0, and 0 XNOR 1 is a 0. So it is a 0, and this is a 0, this is a 0, this is a 0, this is a 1. Okay, so this is how 4 input XNOR gate is going to produce the outputs, and there is a logic behind this. So what that logic is, if there are even number of zeros in the inputs, if there are even number of zeros in the inputs, then XNOR gate is going to produce an output of 1. See here, in this case there are even number of zeros, 2 zeros. In this case there are odd number of zeros. In this case there are odd number of zeros. In this case there are even number of zeros. If this is the case, whenever the inputs have even number of zeros, whenever the input has even number of zeros, then only it is going to produce an output of 1. For example, if you consider this, here we have 3 zeros, here we have 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 1 0, 2 zeros, 1 0, 1 0, here it is 0 zeros. So how many even numbers are there? It is 2, 1, 2, 3. These are the even number of zeros in the input. Whenever there are even number of zeros in the inputs, then only it is going to produce an output of 1. So that is the logic behind this. So see here, it is producing an output of 1, it is producing an output of 1, it is producing an output of 1, and this is producing an output of 1. Similarly, if you take this, here also you check on your own by taking this truth table whether you are getting the same output whenever the inputs, whenever the number of zeros in the inputs are in odd number, whether it is producing an output of 1 or not. You check for the 4 input XNOR gate. Okay, so this is all about the XNOR gate. Hope you get the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding the concepts, please post your doubts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.